Have you been looking for that special accent for your garden or outdoor living area? One that combines the charm of natural stone with the enchantment of running water? One that takes little time to install and even less to maintain? Well, you've found it. Atlantic's Triple Basalt Column Kit is a delight for both eyes and ears. This easy-to-install water feature will be the centerpiece of your backyard oasis, and with optional warm white lighting, you can enjoy it day and night. In this video, we'll build this complete water feature along with you, step by step, from excavating and installing the basin to installing the plumbing and adjusting the columns. We recommend you watch it all the way through, then take it outside with you. You can pause whenever you need to, we won't mind. Start to finish with no interruptions, this installation should take 2 people less than 2 hours to complete. You'll need tools. For the excavation, a wheelbarrow, shovel, and a tamper. For setting the basin, a 4-foot level. For the plumbing, tubing cutters or a PVC saw, and a screwdriver or nut driver. After selecting the site, excavate a 5-foot diameter circle about 18 inches deep, leaving the soil evenly spread around the perimeter. Level and tamp the bottom of the hole. Place the fountain basin in the hole, orienting the pump chamber towards the electric supply. Please note, you will need to provide 115-volt service for the pump and optional lights within 10 feet of the basin. Check that the basin is level. The matched fountain basin pump and plumbing kit make installing the triple basalt columns easy. To make it even easier, remove the basin to install the pump and diverter before setting it in the hole. Following the provided diagram, thread the male adapter into the top of the pump, glue the street 90 into the male adapter, and the close nipple into the other side of the 90. Glue the 45-degree elbow to the nipple, then loosely fit the rubber coupling over the 45. Insert the 3-way diverter into the hole on the side of the pump chamber. Then tighten the rubber coupling around the 3-way valve and the 45-degree elbow to complete the pump installation. It's easiest to install the automatic fill valve now also. Drill a 7/8-inch hole on the outside wall between the pump chamber and the conduit chases, and install the valve following the included directions. Replace the basin in the excavation and check again that it's level in all directions. Connect the autofill, then backfill and lightly step in the soil around the edges. It doesn't matter which columns you use where, but it is easiest to plumb the longest outside tubing run first, then the middle, then the short inside run. Figure out which column you're setting to the right of the pump chamber, where the longest run of tubing will end. Move the column to the top of the basin, aligning the hole in the bottom with the plumbing channel. Carefully lean the column over and set it on its side with the bottom of the basin still lined up with the channel. Push one end of the 3/4-inch kink-free tubing up into the column from the bottom out the top. To keep the water from running back down the bore alongside the tubing, instead of out the top of the column, you will need to apply putty around the kink-free tubing at the top of the column. Sealing around the tubing keeps all the water bubbling out the top and keeps water from freezing and expanding inside the column, potentially damaging it in a cold snap. Then run the tubing back along the outside channel to the 3-way diverter. Set the column upright so the tubing sits in the plumbing chase. Cut the tubing and slip it on the barbed outlet of the outside valve. Repeat for the other 2 columns. When the 3 columns are connected, open all 3 valves on the 3-way diverter, fill the basin, and plug in the pump. Adjust the valves as needed to balance the flow, starting with the shortest column, then the middle, and finally the tallest. Remove the valve handles and store, then cover the basin with the 3/4-inch or larger gravel of your choice. Columns can be lit in 2 different ways, from the inside and from the outside. To make lighting the plume of water at the top of the column from the inside easier, Atlantic takes 2 extra steps that others don't. First, Atlantic bores the entire column to 1 3/8 inches in diameter, large enough to accommodate both the tubing and a light cord. Then Atlantic opens the bore at the top of the column to a full 2 inches in diameter, creating a pocket 5 inches deep where the water comes out. This larger pocket helps to buffer the jet of water shooting up through the stone, and also accommodates 2-inch diameter fountain lights, which cannot be directly seen down in the pocket. This gives the effect of a liquid torch at the top of the stone at night. You can also combine the fountain lights with external lighting. Set small spotlights at the base of the stones to shine upwards onto their sides, and place a ring light in the center of the group for the most impressive effect. If you've decided to illuminate the water flowing out of the tops of the basalt columns to give that attractive liquid torch effect, install Atlantic fountain lights before installing the plumbing. Attach the light to the fitting, gluing the light into the fitting if necessary. Thread the light cord through the column from the top out the bottom, and pull the cord through, leaving the light a few inches from the top of the column. Push one end of the roll of tubing up from the bottom of the column to the top until it sticks out a few inches. Then insert the barb fitting that comes with the light into the tubing. Apply the included putty to the bottom of the light as shown. Gently push the light down into the 5-inch deep pocket at the top of the column, using the other end of the tubing, pressing the putty firmly but gently into the bottom of the pocket. Do not pull down on the tubing to avoid disconnecting the light. Carefully stand the column up, making sure the tubing and the light cord are safely seated in the channel under the column and not pinched. And that's all you need to know about installing the Atlantic Triple Basalt Column Kit. Check out our other videos and don't forget to like and follow us on social media. See you in the next video.